Hey, this is cg.darkn doing another IXDL Open League cast. And I'll go ahead and get started with the draft. So we see some very typical bans for the Dire side, for the Radiant side. See a Nyx and Lifestealer ban. I don't know if it's like, well, yeah, these are strong heroes, but I guess they really wanted to pick the Coddle. And for the picks, the Dire have a Magnus, and Magnus RP, as we all know, is very very strong. And like at any stage of the game, it can basically win you the game. And there's a Shadow Demon Rubik. This is a pretty weird combination of supports. Not really, I would say not that great of a synergy unless it's I guess defensive because of the Rubik Fade Bolt to lower right click damage. I guess there's a disruption, and we'll have to see what kind of carry they pick up to finish up. At tri-lane on the Radiant side, we see Coddle, Darkseer, and Tinker. So the Coddle, of course, as we all know, is very, very strong in the tri-lane and very good for anti-pushing and pushing. And basically the winner of most tri-lanes, Darkseer, very strong off-laner, and can go jungle whenever he wants to. And then there's Tinker. I haven't seen too many Tinkers in IXDL, so I'm kind of looking forward to this. Tinker, really good split pusher, and can nuke people down really quickly. If he gets a Ginsu, then he can basically permi hex someone. I'll be looking to see like what kind of build he goes. He might just go for the laser rocket build, or he could go for March of Machines build. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go to the second phase of bans. And we see Nature's Prophet ban and PL ban. Nature's Prophet ban, probably they were just scared of an additional split pushing hero, and PL also a pushing hero. And also they want to avoid that PL Coddle combo because Cancer Lancer and Coddle is just, no one likes dealing with that, And for the Radiant bans, they ban Luna and Bounty Hunter Luna. Pretty strong carry. Not seeing too much competitive play lately. I guess they could really add to that bursting if they ran a tri-lane Bounty Hunter. Just kind of want to deny him any offlane hero. There's a Laundra ban, another hero that can really split push well. And Juggernaut's the final ban. They really just don't want to deal with any carries that are hard to kill, because the Nyx and Juggernaut hard to kill, and even Juggernaut's pretty strong with that Blade Fury at level 1. So let's see what they pick up here for their fourth pick. This is where picks usually get pretty crazy. Let's see, they'll need a offlane and a carry most likely, unless they want to run Magnus offlane, and Magnus offlane is just not very good since they nerfed the skewer. They can pick a Windrunner for the offlane. For the mid, actually TA wouldn't be too bad. Oh, they picked a Dragon Knight. I doubt it will be Dragon Knight mid, because it's just Tinkerwood could give them hell with the laser. Most likely a tri-lane Dragon Knight. So they'll just need a offlane most likely. Wisp is picked up, and Wisp, they're probably looking to combo it with like a CK and just go for global ganking. And that makes that for the Radiant side, this is pretty strong. Tri-lane if they get the CK, or just any carry with a stun. Even Sven would be kind of cool, to be honest. And wow, they've got a lot of global presence with that Coddle Recall, Tinker, Boots of Travel, Wisp, Global TP. And let's see what they pick up for the last. Let's see what the Dire pick up. It'll have to be offlane hero. Windrunner could be alright. Weaver would be kind of cool. I'd like to see Weaver, but he would easily get killed with that tri-lane, and it's really hard. He needs quite a bit of farm. And it's a Weaver. Okay, alright, so I kind of wasn't expecting it, but kind of was, I guess, if that makes sense. It was kind of just like wishful thinking. And for the last pick, I'm thinking CK. I'm thinking CK. Just anybody with the Sun to combo well with this IO. I guess I should really start calling it IO instead of Wisp. Yeah, I really don't like it when Valve really does. Oh, it's a Tiny Wisp combo. This will be interesting. If Tiny can get snowballing, he can carry the game. If he gets at Agnums, he can just take down towers and push really well. He's really strong with the toss stun avalanche combo, or avalanche toss combo if you're really picky about what order I say them in. And so I'll go ahead and introduce the players. Darkseer. On the Darkseer, and the captain is Hate. Tinker is being played by Stellums. Coddle is being played by Rat Bastard. And I was being played by Darkn. Finally, God vs. Science is playing Tiny, the carry Tiny. The Magnus player and the captain is Berticus. The Weaver player is Notor, he's going to be offlane. Pravum is playing the Rubik. Mouse King on the DK. And finally, Wix, I think it's Wix, on the Shadow Demon. We'll see how things goes. They're expecting Shadow Demon doesn't have any wards. I guess they're expecting to not be any try versus try. Yeah, there's no wards whatsoever on this team. And I wonder about that decision. I don't know if it's a good decision. At least give a rune ward for Poro, Magnus, and DK. Going for that quick Quelling Blade. Probably not looking to be try versus try. And so we're looking over here. Let's see. They have some wards, yeah, and they're placing their rune ward probably over. Oh no, they don't need it. They have this here, but they really do need to place a rune ward. Weaver looking. You're gonna see if there was a rune there, but it's top. Go ahead and pull up the last hits. Coddle has some sentries. They were. Oh no, actually, it was bot, and Weaver grabs the Invis. And so he's just looking to block the camp here, and he does with wards right there. Coddle. Let's see. So yep, he knows the Wisp, the IO pings out the ward exactly right here. Let's see if they deward it successfully. No, they placed the ward here, thinking that he placed the ward here, but they don't. In a case like this, I don't know if placing a ward there is a good idea unless it's like a try versus try, because otherwise I don't know if Weaver really needs that vision unless he's just thinking he's going to get ganked. But at that point, he knows he just needs to play safe. He's going to be zoned out anyways. There's a disconnect and reconnect by the Rubik. So Tiny, he gets a circuit and has quite a bit of regen, probably thinking that it was going to be try versus try. So the Dire successfully predicts what kind of lanes they're going to be. IO just denying it up. Coddle trying to deward, not looking, not doing it. He's still got one sentry. Let's see if he guesses it right. And he places it if he can only cut through the trees and just look for it. So I don't expect there to be any kills. Whoa, this is dangerous. And they don't have a sentry. They really need to put a sentry in lane, but they had to burn both the sentries to look for that. Or then he still hasn't found it. And there's an avalanche. Is there going to be? No, he's not level 2. He just reached level 2 to get that toss. Yeah, he gets a toss. Maybe he's looking to hurt him, but it's kind of too late. Leave ourselves up. So Tinker getting a lot of last hits against this Mag. Mag's not gonna have a U time. The only thing he can do is just spam the shockwave, and he doesn't even get the last hit with that. And he's getting bursted low. So it's going to be the Rocket March. I think at least laser just to mess up. Oh wow, there's a kill on the Darkseer. I wasn't expecting it at all. Sorry guys. I just thought Darkseer would play it really safe, but he decides not to. Have they been pulling? I have no idea. but sorry, I just wasn't expecting that at all. Because I thought Darkseer out of them all was just gonna get away easily. Weaver's still getting some EXP, and I think they do yeah, they finally do deward that, but it gives Weaver a lot of time. Gives him his level 3. Wow. I don't. Let's see what he gets on a 3rd level. He gets another Sakuchi. I think maybe getting a level on the Swarm would be slightly better. And then there's the Coddle Blast to harass him. Coddle. Not quite level 2 yet, so he needs to kind of conserve his mana. Darkseer being really aggressive. He just needs to be a bit careful, but this makes it hard for his Dragon Knight to last hit. Darkseer is going to get a lot of levels from this. It's going for that Soul Ring. Mid lane, and there's the March. The thing about March, it really pushes the lane, but I guess just the fact that he's spamming, or Magnus is spamming, Shockwave will also push the lane. And he needs an updated courier. They both need upgraded couriers. So besides the first blood, it goes back to kind of a stale game. Now Darkseer is being a bit more conservative, doesn't want to get picked off again. He does finish up his Soul Ring. That's good. He needs to be a bit careful because he knows he's pulling the lane. They're pulling the lane. Dragon Knight haven't forced to burn like a lot of regen of the group. So I guess let's compare the last hitting for the carries, and Tiny's doing slightly better. But there was a first blood on the top lane. Tinker actually gets really low. Should have caught that, but it's fine. Should be alright. But wow, this Magnus caught up to Tinker in last hits. I'm surprised. Especially, I really think he should have gone for 1 level of Blazer just to have that missed chance, and maybe like keep and it's harass as well. And keep the Magnus from getting a couple last hits. Most likely going for that blink after mana boots, of course. Tinker level 5, Magnus level 5, but since Tinker had to go back, he lost out on a lot of levels. There's the March. And Magnus is doing slightly better now that he was able to harass her. Oh, you gotta be careful with that. And okay, let's look up top. Dragon Knight taking some damage from that Ion Shell and creeps. If we look at the levels, supports just 3 and 4 on the Dire, and 2 and 3 on the Radiant. Yeah, that Sentry Ward really cost them. Wow. Coddle just reached level 2 not too long ago, 5 minutes in. Wisp sapping the EXP from Tiny, but it could be said the same up here. So if I compare the levels of the carries, level 4 Dragon Knight, level 4 on the Tiny, so pretty even. And there's some pings going on this. Are they gonna get him? No, they just don't. They just wasn't able to follow up. Dragon Knight doesn't have enough mana for the stun. Weaver actually gets a kill on the Keeper of the Light. That's to be expected. He's only level 2. This Weaver got so much EXP, and the under level Coddle is just not doing. Wow, he's almost level 6. He's going to get his level 6 right here. It was that ward really basically won him this lane. The fact that he was able to hit level 6 even before the carry, it goes to show like how vital that ward was to blocking the camps. So he gets Invisor. Let's see if he's going to do anything about it. He has a bottle. I think he should pick up some boots. Helps with the chasing. No sentries. Don't know why there's no sentries. Oh, he's going to snipe that courier? No, too tanky. They got to be careful with that. Yep, they're being really careful keeping them in the trees. Actually, wow, that was really close. Another hit, and this is, wow, that's a kill that I can't remember what it's called. But he's gonna kill this Coddle too. Gemini attack, that's what it was. He's just gonna kill this Coddle. There's nothing he can do. He's gonna die here. Yep, he goes down. They have no detection now, and they're just this Weaver's just winning. So he's got 1,200 gold. They just can't do anything to stop him anymore. At this point, I don't really know what they can do now. Um, Maybe they can rotate the supports, or at least Coddle top, because he's going to continue to get picked off here. He's not going to get anything. Maybe he can just go top and like disrupt their farm a bit with the blast. And it's just not doing well. I don't know. This is not a good start for the Radiant team. And the graphs show it. 1,500 gold difference, and it's just 7 minutes in. So I guess if we look back in the mid, Magnus continues to keep up with his Tinker. That Shockwave span really doing its job, and he's doing some bottle crowing now. Tinker. It's got about 1,000 gold now. Well on his way to his boots of travel. He might go Soul Ring. We'll see. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh, I should look on his. Has he been stacking the camp? I guess he's been trying to, but there's a ward there. I wish I had caught that earlier. And Magnus coming for the rune. Gets the DD rune. But he didn't have the bottle. Haha, unfortunately. But I guess just a denied a rune to Tinker. Coddle, really sad. Coddle's got nothing. I don't know if it's even worth like saying to the lane. Maybe he could just go over here and blast these creeps just to get some EXP. He's just so far behind now. Magnus actually gets a kill. He probably pops RP. Yeah, pops RP and barely survives. That Martian machine's really doing well. Sorry, I'm just missing these kills. So there's a rotation from the supports. Really good rotation. Magnus needs to be a little bit careful. Just gonna get some last hits. He's got no mana, but he does have his mana boots. He's well on his way to his Blink Dagger, 1300 away. He's got his bottle now. He should be fine. Top lane, just not gonna stop this guy. Well, actually, he doesn't. Oh, he still has Surge. He's got Soul Catcher, but he's gonna get out. He tried to block him in, but just harass him now. Darkseid took a lot of damage from that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Dragon Knight is farming decently. Yep, 34 CS. Tiny has a bit more, 43, and the Radiant Courier finally comes back. Tiny decides to go Power Treads. I'm not sure about this build. Phase Boots can definitely help him like chase, and even Mana Boots could help out but if Wisp gets, oh, I guess if he gets an Urn, well, even then, like maybe Mana Boots would be better because it would really fill him up. Needs to be careful. Here comes Rubik, and if Weaver had been there, they could probably get a kill on one of these supports pretty easily. Tiny needs to back up or be careful. He has his Urn, but there's no charges. Give him the Sal, buddy. No, they're fine. Got the overcharge. And there might be an engagement here. Rubik needs to be careful. If he gets caught out, he's dead. But as soon as this Wisp hits level 6, they'll start ganking. Tiny's got that ice armor cosmetic. It's kind of cool. I did get it one time, but I traded it for something else. I can't remember what. Coddle. Still only level 3. Really sad Coddle. Got nothing. Doesn't even have boots. Just gonna make it really hard for him. But Wisp is so close to get that level 6, and then once he gets it, there'll be, hopefully, we'll see some global ganking. I'm sure they will. And they're coming in to gank, but there's a ward that spots them out. It's a good ward. Very classic. But are they still going to get a kill even though they know that there's going to be Skewer and RP? No RP. Holding it in. Actually, the Wisp stops them. The Illuminate does hit him, I'm not sure. There's an RP just on Wisp, and they're going to get that kill most likely. Tiny. Longest punch in the world. And it's a 2-for-1 trade, and no, wow, he almost gets the Weaver. But then they lose everyone in a tri-lane, and only Rubik goes on. Great trade then. Weaver nearly dies. I don't think, I mean, definitely the treads make him a bit more tanky. But there's some pings top. Nope, not gonna get him. Just no way they can combo that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So it's a 1-for-7 game. Looking at the gold graph, the Dire should be leading pretty big now. Yep.
Tower is under attack.
Magnus use his RP. He's just gonna go back to farming for his blink tag. He will have it very, very soon. 20 gold away. Illusion Rune picked up by Rubik. No, just holding it. Oh, I don't think they're gonna be able to get us Tinker. Yep, close though. And there's the global ganking. They actually get the Magnus too. Great counter gank. Steals the illusions. And are they gonna get this Rubik? I don't know. He's gonna try to wrap around. Rubik looks to be dead, but he is doing a good job. Just wasting a lot of time. From yeah, not gonna get out. It doesn't even have TP scroll. He's stuck there. Maybe he should buy something. It's a lot of hate. But he does waste a lot of time where Tiny's not farming. Okay, bot lane. Wisp relocated back and just getting some last hits. Coddle still doesn't have his boots. He should get it soon, very soon. Wisp getting all the last hits. He should get his boots, otherwise he just won't be able to keep up. Weaver hunting for this Coddle. Needs to be careful. And there is a TP back from Tiny. Top lane still doing some pulls to get some of that EXP. Rubik doesn't have his level 6 yet. In terms of wards, Dire still doesn't have any wards. So they do. They have 3 wards. They just haven't placed them. And there's the disruption, and they need to lift, and they need to stun. There's a stun, and they're gonna burst them down. Weaver gets a kill on a Coddle, and are they gonna kill him now? No. Use your balls, buddy. Use your balls. He doesn't have any levels in his spirits. What? Okay, this is a mistake, but the Earn Charge will kill him. I really think... Yes, there's a kill. But I really think he needs to get levels in spirits. Wow, I wasn't even thinking that. I was like, where's your balls, buddy? And he doesn't have any. Okay, guys. He doesn't have the spirits. And that really does a lot of damage. And that's what helps just completely nuke someone down. I think that's a mistake. There's RP just on Tinker. Is he going to kill him now? Yes, he will. Rubik was there, but Fable finishes him off. But the Weaver kill was very well. Good for him. I mean, good for the Radiant. Tiny even gets a tower last hit, so this will definitely help out. Oh shoot, he meant to relocate Tiny back to the fountain, but that was a mess up. Tiny's going for the Agams, quick rush for the Agams, just to get some right click and cleave. Has a DD rune. That was a big mistake. Okay, maybe not a big mistake, but a minor mistake. But these mistakes add up. The big mistake is Wisp's not getting any levels in spirits. Of course, overcharge is good, but spirits I think is just better. Weaver farming away. He's going for drums. It looks like he's got so much from this off lane. For off lane Weaver, he's so rich. He was able to get basically a killing spree off of Coddle. There's some archer machines doing so much damage, but are they going to be able to kill Tiny? No, the TP gang. Okay, there wasn't a relocate. But Weaver's going to get this Tiny. Yeah, nothing he can do. It was a good try. Tiny buys back, not a good decision, in my opinion, unless he can get straight farm bot lane. It doesn't even have TP scroll to do it. So not a good buyback, in my opinion. But he is well on his way to getting his Agams. He's about halfway, more than halfway. Coddle blasting away. Oh, there's a Magnus toss combo, and oh, he actually still dies, but they get the Magnus. Are they going to be able to get the Weaver? No, Weaver's got this time lock. But if he gets, oh, he gets permy stunned, and he was a double kill to the Tiny. So this would really help Tiny. There's a relocate. Not sure where he went. Oh, they actually relocated at the tower to get the Rubik. So they get 3 kills. Very well done. They can, if he could die. He could die, but he has a haste run, I guess. Wisp needs to be careful. He doesn't have much health left. There's some marching machines just to help push. Are they going to get another tower? I think they're going to get another tower. And top lane DK trying to push out the lanes. He's got a Helmet Dominator, not participating in fights really. But he's not going to do that much. It's in deny range. They're going to deny it. Tiny Kinda wishing, wistful thinking that he'd be able to get that. And this will be a counter tower, because everybody on the Radiant has to go back to heal up. They get a deny on that tower. Okay, they're not gonna go in. That's Weaver, hunting for that Coddle. He might find them too, not just tower dive. Nope. Pings, looking to gank this Tiny. There's wards. The wards are well placed. Sentry probably sees that one. Still have time. Needs to be careful. And there's this. I don't know what Tiny was doing so far out. Wow, he actually stops the RP. And the RP is still there. He could still go in and suicide RP is. But he's choosing not to. They're going to kill this Shadow Demon. Yep, toss combo kills. Actually, doesn't even need a combo. Will Weaver get a return kill? No. Worst Magnus I've ever seen. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that bad. But he could have definitely come in and RP sacrifice his life. But I don't think there was enough. I don't think he had enough follow up to do that damage, because right now there's not that much damage. DK, supposedly their damage dealer is not there. He's just farming away. He does get the tower though. DK opting to go for Fire Dragon. A lot of pros like to just skip it, wait till like 15 to get it, because they want that pushing power with the Poison Dragon. Mid. Well, if he goes Fire Dragon, I really think he should go fight right now. So Wisp maybe looking to do a TP gank on someone. They're probably gonna gank Weaver, but they don't have any detection. They need to be careful when they blow this. But Weaver also has his time lapse. Coddle him when he can. He finally hit level 6. Coddle him when he can't. Just push out the lanes here, giving himself some mana. It might be justified to even get one level of mana leak, just so Weaver could have an even harder time. Oh, he actually misses the stun, and doesn't work out in the end. Well, there's an RP just on Wisp, and it's going to kill the Wisp at least. Oh wow, the rotation just kills them all. And Tiny's trying to get out of there. There's a wall thrown down. Tiny, will he go down? I think he's going to go down to the Weaver. I think. I don't know, but oh, he actually kills the Weaver now. Shadow Demon goes down as well. It's a 2-for-2 trade, favoring the Radiant in this case. Tiny really low health. DK in for the fight. That's entire. There's no mana. He could laser, wanted to, but won't do enough to actually do much. Darkseer has his mech up. I need to keep track of these things. I need to go to net worth as well. And DK leading them all because he's just been free farming for 20 minutes. Finally decides to fight. They're gonna get this tower pretty much uncontested. Tiny is too far away, but he does have it Agnums. Will they do a global TP? I really think they will. They might. There is a TP, and this Dragonite looks to be dead with all these TPs, and yep, he's dead, but he's really tanky. But not tanky enough. And Dragonite overstayed his welcome. Did he at least get the tower? Yes, he does get the tower, so it might be worth it in this case. And there's mass TPs. Wanted to save this tier 1 tower. Darkseer doesn't have any mana, but he does have Soul Ring. Works out fine. He uses mech to keep the creep wave alive and pushes out the lane. Wow, bot lane Weaver again picks off this Coddle. Weaver time lapses. He's fine. If he decides to go back in, he needs to be careful. There's a TP. Wow, who has the boots up? Oh, retarded. And Wisp gets up there, telekinesis. Rubik will die. He will pay for that. Oh wow, he actually still tosses great. Will Tiny get out? We'll see. So Wisps for Rubik. Rubik buys back. He can get straight into a fight. Needs to be careful. Magnus has his RP, but there's no follow up here. Blinks away. Great blink. So the thing about Tiny is he's going to get kited a lot. Oh, actually pulls a combo on a Weaver and kills him. Holy crap! Wow, he does so much damage, but he will pay for his life here. He looked to be dead for a little bit. Oh, he's really tanky. Now he dies. Not that great of a trade. Tiny buys back. Let's see where he TPs to get that EXP back. Nope, they're just gonna global TP on Shadow Demon. He looks to be dead. Yep, pretty dead. Disruption on him. Nothing he can do. Maybe hope for the illusions to do something. No, just dies. Overextends a bit. You just can't do that against a Wisp. Especially if you know that he bought back, then you would definitely think that they're gonna get you. For the Radiant, to keep up this global gank, I really think they could do some aggressive wards. Put one around here, and put one in their jungle for sure. Aggressive ward in a jungle. That's hard to do for the supports in particular. But I guess Wisp can do it with his global ganking. So Wisp, Tiny, always together. Kid, like, he refuses to get spirits. It's so good to help burst heroes down. But you know, the overcharge build is working out, I guess. Misses up the blink skewer, but he gets a deny. That's really good. I guess it's worth his death here. But yeah, he will die here. But will DK get a kill on Wisp? No. Tinker blinks in, and DK will die. He doesn't have his ultimate. He's going for BKB. He's almost got it too. He's got 500 gold away. Actually, he's going to get it out. Wow. The rotation from the supports really helps out. Saving the carry, and they actually will get kills here, most likely. No, the Weaver goes down as well. That wall doing a lot of work. He needs to be careful. FF, there's a FF, and Rubik dies. So they just need 3 more FFs to pull out the win, and there's a global TP on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will go. And the comeback with that, as soon as Wisp hit it 6, they really started winning the games. Well, TK has items, it's just that he doesn't have damage. He's still like on par with Tiny. There's 2 FFs. They need 2 more. They're just gonna push in. Tiny does a lot of damage with his cleave and tree. And just pounding on a tower. And 24 minutes and it looked like it was really bad for the Radiant. And there's gonna be RP skewer to get this Tiny. Tiny's really tanky. Is he gonna go down? Yes, he will go down. The Rubik steals have been pretty on par, or pretty good lately. Well, this game. And they actually get 3. So maybe not quite GG quite yet. And they're on a retreat. Darkseer, Wisp running away. I really think Wisp should have gotten spirits. The reason is, even just 1 level of spirits, he can keep it out, put it in a long range here, and it can really mess up the blink dagger for Magnus, because it is an instance of damage. He uses the tether just to help get him away. Tiny, tired of being guided, gets a Shadow Blade. I don't know about Shadow Blade. Maybe Blink Dagger if you have the gold. Shadow Blade really forces these poor supports to get even poorer, because he needs to buy sentries. They do get the tier 1 tower. If we look at the gold graph, wow, swinging back and forth, and it's almost an even game according to the graph. But I think Tiny is just getting fat. I think he can outcarry a DK. Yeah, I think he can. Tiny really hard carry. Can outcarry PL. If he gets enough items, of course. Because the Agam's cleave really cuts through the illusions. And for the wards, Dire don't really have that many wards. The combo absolutely destroyed the Rubik, and the Shadow Blade paying off in this case. But Blink Dagger would have done just as well. I don't know. I'm a fan of Blink Dagger Tiny. Probably Sing Sing made me a fan of it. Let's see. Tiny running with the Shadow Blade. DK being really careful, trying to back up, trying to juke. He's dead. Yep. Oh no, it's really tanky. He's got that BKB. He should have popped it before Tiny threw his ulti down. And Shadow Demon just goes down. Burst damage. And they just don't have enough damage to bring anybody down. There's a relocate, and DK goes down. Magnus dead, most likely. He's trying to scare her up, and is he gonna TP? And there comes the wow, nice escape, but he's gonna die. Oh, pops RP, save his own self, and they do get the kill on the Coddle, so that's really good, I guess. But the Tinker really diving for this Magnus, gets the Magnus kill, longest laser of his life. Man, these flanks. So Magnus buys back. There's a stun on Mag. And disruption. And the Tiny Illusion should do quite a bit of damage, but slow attacking maybe you should micro him. And they're just right clicking on the racks. And this should be GG, guys. I don't really think they're gonna be able to come back. RP is role playing. Criticized by Navi. There is a stun. He has his dragon form. He should honestly try to pop his BKB a little bit sooner. Otherwise, he would have gotten that wisp. Choosing not to. There is a rage quick by this Rubik. And they're just gonna play this out. That's fine with me. So a tiny carry, very unorthodox. I haven't seen this before, and it works out great, especially with the whips. I guess they just don't know how to counter it. Yeah, the thing about the tiny wisp is you have to have a 5-man lineup and always stick together. You just can't be by yourself. I mean,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
well, people of course on the Dire are unhappy with the loss. So they don't really have a 5-man lineup.
Dire's bottom tower
And that's how you really counter a Wisp lineup. You have to stick S5. But not to take anything away from him, the Wisp Tiny played really well, minus the fact that Wisp didn't get Spirits. I don't know. Maybe he's a better player than I, but I'm pretty sure Spirits is just a better skill because it really helps you burst down heroes. And this is they actually skewer the tiny back in, kill him. So just for the lulz, I'll look at the goal graph. It's actually not that bad at all. It's just that DK, he needs a lot more gold to do some damage. Rubik reconnects. So maybe he wasn't rage quitting, he was just disconnected. Tiny disconnects. Tinker disconnects, and it's already a win. Coddle's gonna go down here. Coddle didn't play that well. Got picked off a lot. Couldn't find a sentry ward, but I think that was just because we were placed in a very, very peculiar place. So I think I'll just end the cast here. It was a interesting game, you know, 51 kills in 30 minutes. There was let's see, the Radiant were behind by 2,000, and they were able to catch up and win the game. Yeah, there's just disconnects here everywhere, and 19 kills for Tiny. And GG guys, I hope you watch another of my games later.